Hi, my name is Aqua. I'm a freshman here at Swarthmore College, and I'm going to show you a week in my life here. Today is Monday, and so it's around 11 a.m. I'm going to work on some homework. We're in midterms right now, and so I have a couple of papers to work on, and so you'll be able to get to see me do those, and then we're going to go to lunch. So it's after lunch now, and I'm gonna head over to the Underhill Library, which is a music and dance library, and so I'm gonna go and try to get some work done there. I'm going through the amphitheater, which is the back way to get to the library, and it's super beautiful here. Swarthmore is on an arboretum, so there's a lot of trees here and they all have little labels. So this semester on Mondays, I don't have any classes, and so I was using this time to catch up on some work I had for American Foreign Policy, and also to work on a community engagement project I had for Introduction to Environmental Studies. There's a lot of amazing classes to choose from here, and because you don't have to choose a major until sophomore spring, we have a lot of room to take classes that interest you across disciplines. Okay, now we're gonna go to Sci Cafe. This is Abby. And we're gonna go get some snacks so we can study in Cornell. Okay, now we're on our way to Sharples.
Yeah. Okay, but the lid is so pretty right now. You know, it's like glowing.
So Sharples is Swarthmore's main dining hall, and they're actually in the process of expanding it and building a new one. But Sharples is where we eat most meals, and luckily I get to eat there with my friends, and they serve many different types of food and have lots of options.
Yeah. The essentials. The essentials.
Yes,
Not me.
After dinner, we went to do work in Cornell, which is in the Science Center, a huge building where many classes are located. There's a cafe inside also where you can get snacks and most importantly coffee before studying.
Do it like over here so you can't see the...
Yeah, here you go. Hey! Hey guys! We're doing a takeover.
What's up guys? Vlog takeover.
We're in Cornell Library. Oh, that's cute. In Cornell, I worked on a paper due for one of my classes, American Foreign Policy, written on the international system, realism, and early climate change policy. I also spent some time scheduling my week and finding time to work on the other midterms that I had due. It's, I don't know, like 9:30? Yes. 9:06. And we are leaving Cornell. Okay, so I just got back to my dorm. It's around 9:30 p.m. I'm going to work on my homework and work on my paper a little bit, and then I'm going to go to bed, and I'll see you in the morning. There are lots of different ways to schedule your week here if you prefer morning classes or even night classes, or having a more balanced schedule with classes spread throughout the week. My schedule this semester is more heavy on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I have the same schedule both days. The first class I head to in the morning is Introduction to Environmental Studies. In my environmental studies class, we are on a unit learning about water and the impacts of Western cosmology on the environment in the United States. This is Katie. On our way to Sharps. After my film class, we headed to Sharples to grab lunch before my American Foreign Policy class right after. Afterwards, I headed to my last class of the day, Introduction to Psychology. Right now, the topic we are studying is learning, focusing on classical conditioning, which is super interesting. Afterwards, I headed to Cornell to study for a bit and then headed back to make dinner with Abby in our dorm kitchen. All dorms have a built-in communal kitchen, which is super nice if you like to cook for yourself or cook together with friends. Afterwards, I did some work and met virtually with a writing assistant, which Swarthmore offers to anyone working on any type of paper or presentation to get some feedback on my American foreign policy paper. Afterwards, I worked on it for a bit more, went to Crumb, a student-run cafe, and then went to bed. On Wednesday morning, I woke up and worked on some homework I had, and then I headed to lunch. After lunch, I sat out on Parish Beach because it was super sunny and beautiful out to continue working on my papers.
We're going to find a place to do work. It's planetary. How pretty. Yay! Zara! Cutie!
Then I met up with Abby and we went to dinner and found a new place to study in Parish. Parish is Swarthmore's main building and it's also the oldest building on campus. On Thursday morning, my last day of classes before spring break, I headed to Introduction to Environmental Studies in Singer and then to Critical Theories of Film and Media, and then got some lunch and headed to American Foreign Policy. Next, I went to Introduction to Psychology and ended up doing some work in the Science Center on my Critical Theories of Film and Media midterm after getting some coffee. After that, I went back to my dorm and then went to the Matchbox to work out with my roommate and ended up doing some more work on my midterm papers before submitting them. Thank you so much for spending the week with me. Make sure to check out Swarthmore's YouTube channel to see other videos about life on campus, and I hope I see you here.